This video contains spoilers for Birds of Prey.
So Birds of Prey was actually pretty good. Going into the movie, I had fairly mild expectations for it. Didn't think it was going to be amazing. Didn't think it was going to be bad. Just thought it was going to be a pretty mediocre comic book movie. But it turned out to be really good, and I'm here to talk about why. First point I would like to make, the non-linear story. It's very similar to Deadpool, and a lot of people have been comparing it to Deadpool, because it's very gory, gritty, kind of that violence. And then you've got this non-linear story narrated by the main character, which in this movie is Harley Quinn, just like in Deadpool. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I mean that as, you know, it's kind of a fresh take on comic book movies, and I really like how they did it. In most parts, though, they kept jumping around quite a lot, particularly in parts, and at some points it just got really confusing. Went from the present to the future, to the past, to the present, to the past, to the future. Just got really confusing at times. The next point I would like to make, Margot Robbie has really made the character Harley Quinn her own. I honestly can't see anyone else other than Margot Robbie playing Harley Quinn. And I think this movie did a really good job of giving her an actual character in the movie, because if you don't know this, she was only introduced into the animated series, the animated Batman series in the 90s, so she wasn't in any comics before that at all. And she's always been kind of known as Joker's girlfriend. She's had her own comic books and TV shows and all that, but they don't really give her a proper arc throughout the entire thing. In this movie, they did. They gave her a nice arc that I think carried out really nicely. But only Harley Quinn and Huntress had proper arcs in the movie. Everyone else was fairly one-dimensional, you know. Huntress, you get a little bit about how her backstory and how her arc plays out in the end. Pretty much all her family gets killed by this big mob boss. And by the end of the film, she kills all of them. She's like, yeah, I'm done, I'm gonna leave. And then Harley Quinn stops her and is like, nah, you gotta be a bird of prey. And then Harley Quinn's arc throughout the movie is kind of just her trying to be someone other than just the Joker's girlfriend. Be her own woman, female empowerment. But I thought it played quite nicely in the end. Next point I would quite like to make is the action scenes are really, really well shot. I think they're a really nice choreography. And it's pretty much non-stop action throughout the entire thing. I feel like if you went into this movie and just shut your brain off, and you'd have a wonderful time. You'd have an excellent time, because it is non-stop action from beginning to end. Speaking of action, Ewan McGregor as Black Mask is one of the most ruthless comic book villains of this decade. Of the past, say, 10 years, you know. It's weird to see Ewan McGregor as somebody other than a good guy, because pretty much everyone knows him as Obi-Wan Kenobi. And in this movie, he's ordering people to cut people's faces off, like skin them, and ordering people to strip down in his own club. And it's just kind of weird to go from Obi-Wan Kenobi, such this great character, nice guy, to a murderous, death-hungry villain. But I still think Ewan McGregor did an amazing job playing the character. He's such a good actor, one of my favourites. And even his henchman, Victor Sars, I thought he was really nice. I thought he was just going to be your generic, you know, oh, I'm gonna cut you, big man. I do what big man says. But no, he actually done other stuff than that, you know. He was a good character, I enjoyed him. However, I didn't feel like all of the acting was on point, especially for the actress for Cassandra Cain, Ella J. Basco. I didn't think her acting was particularly great, but I can't give her too much criticism, as this is the first movie she's done. So for a first-time actress, I think she did a pretty good job. A lot of people have been accusing this movie of having really stupid logic, and the first time when I first saw it, I kind of thought, yeah, I see where that happens. Nobody gets hurt. Harley Quinn never gets shot or hurt anything in the movie. There's a scene in the trailer where she drives a truck into the Ace Chemicals and fireworks spew out. That's not going to happen in real life. But then, walking out of the theatre, I thought, you know, the whole movie was narrated by Harley Quinn, so obviously she's going to have control over the universe. She even does 4 breaks, winking at the camera and all that. She's controlling the whole story. So obviously she's going to make everything seem crazier, and she's going to be invincible pretty much to anyone. 2 things before I end this video. The soundtrack, it's really good. I really like all of the music. It's not something I'm willing to buy, but it fits with the whole movie. Number 2, the marketing was terrible for this movie. They have really upbeat trailers. They seem really fun and just, you know, kind of like not really high stakes, kind of just a fun movie. And then you see Ewan McGregor ordering Victor Sars to skin a guy's face off in front of his family. I mean, it's really weird. And even in the trailer, they were getting all these tonal confusions in there. So the whole movie just kind of fell down because of the marketing, I think. It's predicted to underperform at the box office, I think. But, yeah. Anyway, there it is. There is my review for Birds of Prey. I've got something out. I've got something new coming out soon that is going to blow all of your minds. It's something very different that I haven't done on this channel before. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, please like it, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new here. But that's all for me for now. Peace.